Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and if you haven't, please do so. And again today, guess who's back again. Hello, the homie, what's up?
Tangare, I'm forcing you to be on your show. Haneko knows. Okay, I'll leave it there.
Ke invite.
Hey, because I get like an invite.
Okay, but
But I'm
anyway,
starting to feel like I'm
you're
a
part of
co-host.
this. You're part of this.
So we should change the name now. Not
To who? But I mean, I'm Kels Madings, might as well. You say Bobizama Madings.
Madingsta. So I'm assuming that's how I get in. Then like it's like a kasbob. No, but yeah, you're looking good.
Wow, babe, thanks.
Would you like a blanket today?
Marike, black, kalayamanya.
Kala Manyora, Mechi.
Well, that's what you say.
Or Chepi. I don't know. But yeah.
What's up? So today we're gonna do, I'm gonna play you a video, the 1 minute. I think it was 1 minute or something. Video, the one of the first video that we did while we were on when lockdown started. Yeah, and our trip we were going to. But anyway, let me play it and then I'll let you know the story behind it. And yeah, let's roll it.
Izakhono zakho neziphiwo zakho azuphelelanga omabumanga sizokhanyisela libe mhlophe indlela lizophumelanga izalikhumbuza omabumanga isazabeka
So yeah, you saw the video. It was sometime in, I think it was it April, between April and May, huh?
It was in May. Somewhere in, it can't be May. Somewhere about June. I think
Yeah,
last year about
sometime
June.
in June. I guess it was, yeah. So it wasn't really one of the first video. It was, yeah, we did, I think, 2 or 3 before then.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of videos that was done then. Because you did 1 year car wash. You did 1 year
Yeah. Going to Springbok, I think.
going to Springbok.
Then we did the 1 year walking around.
Yeah, well, it was just trying to force ourselves to be creative because lockdown was driving us crazy.
Yeah. So this one. So yeah. So the reason why we did actually how it started, we were going to Upington, which is about 3 or 2.5 hours to 3 hours from where we stay. Yeah, and at that time I was about, how long now? It's about
6 months pregnant.
no, it can't be 6 months. June. It was about, I think, probably 4 months pregnant.
Oh God! So I got that one wrong.
I think it was about 4 months pregnant, and you are guysini. think for all the women who were pregnant in when this whole thing started, it was just tough. Didn't know what's gonna happen, how are things gonna happen, and all of that. And yeah, so before then, we actually went looking for a specialist,
Yeah, I
a
think
gynae.
the challenge of Morudulang is that it's a small town. So if you need a specialist, you really need to
Travel.
travel
To
because you need to go to Cape Town, which is like 7 hours from where we
Yeah.
are, or Katu doesn't really have specialists
Yeah.
because most of them they come from Joburg
Or Kimberley,
or Kimberley, which is like
another,
9 hours from where we are. So
wow.
Upington, I think that's
Was
the
the best
closest
choice.
we
Yeah.
had
Not-
in terms of specialist.
And we were in denial.
we refused to accept that.
Yes,
we
we
would
even
have
like, hey, maybe it's
Joburg,
considered Joburg,
maybe Cape
'cause
Town.
then, yeah,
Yeah, but Uppington worked in
but
our favor, even
yeah.
though it was 3 hours. But
every month, 3 hours drive,
Yeah.
3 hours to go, 3 hours to come back.
mm,
And yeah, so we decided no, because now we couldn't, even when we drive, we're like, maybe let's even, because now you were allowed to book places and stuff. So we're like, let's just look for, and well, we might as well make it an outing.
Yeah.
Make it an outing. Go.
because Kikanakwela level 3, I think that's when they started allowing business travel and the specialist visits
Yeah.
and so no, not allowing specialist visits, but a specialist visit would start being accepted as a business travel when you book
Yeah.
Modi guest housing or the accommodationing. So we started using that
Like,
opportunity. Or okay,
let's go.
let's go.
So we
And-
decided, yeah, because really we went. I think firstly the equipment that we used for this video, it's a very special one that we travel with all the time. I guess we don't leave the house without it because it's small. It's compact. You don't need a big bag. You don't need lenses. You don't need a whole lot of stuff.
It's Tori's favorite camera.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't think it's a real camera because it's so small. Like, how? What is that? What are you doing with that? But it's an actual real camera. It takes beautiful videos. There is a couple of videos that we've used it on.
Especially most of our travel
Yeah,
videos, we use it. Or just to give a backstory of this video, because teacher Tuli, who is Tori's teacher from Joburg, actually indicated that video was
She
her
liked
favorite
the
video.
Yeah.
So we just took advantage of the opportunity to be able to go out. So
Yeah.
we went to Upington, booked at a place, and when we came back, the national parks now started allowing visitors as well.
We like, yo.
So we went to Akhrabis and
Yeah,
we just
I've been
went.
wanting to go to Akhrabis because everyone, well, not everyone, but I know at home we had talks about, we need to go. Like, me and my cousins and everyone, my aunts were like, we need to go to Akhrabis, and then realizing that actually it's like 2.5 hours from here, or 2 hours from where we stay. On our way back, we thought, let's swim. Let's go.
Stop by and
and see the great
falls.
Yes, the beautiful falls, and they were really, really beautiful. On the video, if you can see, I know it's a few seconds, but You really have to see it live. You need to be there and actually just see how that water just come, gushing through the rocks, hitting the rocks, and you can feel the is it the sprinkles, the water, as this water hits the rocks on the sides and everywhere. And but it wasn't as as full, because I remember the year before, in 2019 actually, I had been watching some 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 videos of Ochrabi's Falls, and I had seen when it was, I guess you could say, full, and how the water, it's so high, and I feel like even if you're just standing there, you could fall in, but it wasn't that full. And but it was really, really beautiful. You have to go and see it, like, how to when I come out, not on the picture, stick up on a video. You need to really, really be there and see it. And
It's beautiful.
it's beautiful. And when we got there, because it's very dry, and I was like, oh my goodness, I've heard of, I don't like snakes. So I remember when you went there, when you came back to pay for the entrance and stuff, because you have to pay at the reception. I asked you if you asked about snakes. That's the first thing that I asked. Did you ask if there's snakes or anything like that? And then you're like, yeah, I did. They said it's here, they are here, but not now in the summer. I'm like, what? How can you even say that? How am I supposed to even walk? Because having to walk towards the falls, there's literally like some trees sort of like closing in,
And there's
and
some
you can't see it. You can just hear the water, and as you get closer to the water, the sound just gets intense in there, And then once you walk there, you start walking, you're like, ooh, I can just imagine a snake chilling there, looking at me as I pass. That I'm not gonna do. So yeah, but anyway.
It's interesting that the name of Ochrabis. So I think just a backstory of where we live. We live in Namakwa land.
Yeah.
So Namakwa, ke plek ya Manama, or
You,
think
you
where
have to, you can read up. Yeah, you can Google
I
it.
think
but,
where is this where the Khoi people originate from? Actually, Ochrabis is a word used by the Khoi people.
yeah, it says Namakwa, meaning Namakhoi people's
Yes,
land.
yes.
Yeah.
So Ochrabis basically means a place of great noise, because
Yes.
you could hear the fall, like the noise
From
that
a
it makes
distance.
from a distance.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice that actually now you get to learn the Nama
side.
language
Yeah,
just by
the people, because it's
and,
actually but it's a beautiful experience. And I guess that's where let's say the Orange River passes through, right? And then it is divided by the lower course of the Orange River into two portions: Little Namakwa Land to the south and Great Namakwa Land to the north. North could be it being Namibia. So
yes,
south being obviously
because it divided Namibia and South Africa.
yeah.
Yeah, so
That's what it is, and that's why I say you really have to, at least once in your life. If you don't, I always think of it this way: that if you don't like traveling, right? You're not a person who actually is into traveling. You just feel like, oh, it's a lot of admin, it's a lot of work. I must not be driving. I must not be going there. I think once in your life, at least go to the national parks, at least, our national parks. Because mostly people go to Kruger National Park. Everyone, when they say they're going to national park or they go to Kruger National Park, they don't go. I know there's another national park on these sides. I think it's by Calvania. I forgot what the name is, but somewhere around there is a national park, and then there is this one in Karabi. So I think let's just. But yeah, please, yeah, if you can visit Northern Cape, I know it looks dry, but trust me, if you a person who loves landscape and just to see, just like you there by the beach and you can just see the ocean, and you're just wondering where does it end? Like it's never ending. Same as Northern Cape when as we get to these parts where you can just see this land and you're not even sure, it just goes on and on and on and on, and come also on the springtime because it is beautiful. That's what Namakwa land it's known for. But anyway, I feel like we talking too much about the about the thing. But going back to why actually the video, we're just thinking let's just do something fun and just to create a memory, because that's that's the initial, or rather the reason why we always create videos, travel videos, just to document our travels and to document the memories, because these days, unlike before where you document, you have the pictures, and then as you move from place to place, you tend to lose those pictures, or you don't find them, or they get burned, or something happens to them. But having them on a digital platform, all you need is just like a password to access your stuff. So I think the video was really just one of those things to document as going to go see a doctor as a family of 3, which is now a family of 4. And yeah, it was really, really beautiful. And Tori loved the trips, even though he always sleeps. And then when we're about to get there, it's like, are we there?
Yeah, almost does that.
He always says that, yeah.
And I think the beauty of traveling and I appreciate what you're trying to do with the videos now, because they're just 1-minute videos that people see on Instagram, but the big stories behind them, the meaning of the shots.
Oh, and what goes into just shooting the whole thing.
What goes into shooting them. I think it would be a very good exercise if you were to start sharing with the people the meaning of each and every shot.
I know the video is supposed to be like 10 minutes, but it's going. So let me just go through the video. The first shot was actually just shot out here outside our house, which is like, not even less than a minute walk outside of our house, Just decided to take that. And then the one of the car, we were on the N14 and we just
Pella. Because the Pella has some very beautiful mountains, backdrop mountains. They're amazing.
And
so
then we
we
just
wanted to
decided
try and show
to
those
stop
mountains.
and having we used a drone for that. And and talking about drones, well, I think I want to do like a video talking addressing the drone, because not that I don't want people to have drones, but it's always great to have a drone, especially if you know what you're going to use it for, because you can't spend between 8K and 30K for something that's just going to chill in your house,
Yeah, I think do a video for it. You're very passionate about drones.
I'm very, I'm for the drones, but don't waste your money buying a drone because you want to have a drone for the sake of having a drone.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the drone shots you can fake if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, and then so the drone shots, we were on the N14, and really, it was cold, but you still have the sun out, and when it gets windy, because I'm really, really, I know when you want to fly a drone whenever you don't. He always wants to
Leave
fly
me
drone.
alone.
He
Those
doesn't
things
want
must
to know
work.
if there is a wind or
And this
what.
part, they must work.
But for me, the minute I see a tree or a grass or those tall grasses going like this, I'm like, let's leave it there. Let's not even lift it. It's okay. It's
Now I'm all
okay.
about the extreme sport.
No, lost it. We lost it. We almost lost it once. So that should be the lesson.
It's all about the extreme sport. We almost lost it, I agree, and I was pushing you to push it to the limits, I remember. But that's why you go for the right drones. You know,
Yes,
the drones that have the right
definitely.
technologies,
The ones
drones
that can
have
take the wind, because there are those ones that can take the wind. But still, it's not guaranteed. But they can take the wind, you know.
so they can take the wind, they've got GPS, they can return home.
You say
They've
return
got
home.
obstacle avoidance, you
Yeah.
know, those type of things.
So yeah, so I think I'll do like maybe a 5-minute video about drones, just speaking about drones and stuff.
Because there's a lot of drones, but
But yeah,
you need
let's
to know
let's
the
we'll
right
do
one
a
for
video for what you wanna use it for.
what you want to use it
You
for.
know, yes, the reason behind it. So anyway, so that the shot of the car, it was actually a drone. So I decided, I'm like, I'm gonna I'm gonna be driving. I'm not gonna fly it this time because I'm not trying to be out here flying
And
drones.
14 flying drones. And
You know, because even though, anyways, so and then, so basically on this video, we used a drone and this small camera that I'm about to show you. And yeah, and then mostly,
And I think at the end, towards the end, when you had the Okhabis Falls, there were shots of kiva trees. So those trees are succulent. They're only indigenous to South Africa.
yeah.
And
they do survive in dry places. I don't know if they can.
in the southern parts of Namibia as well, because
Yeah.
we're very close to Namibia. And actually, I was fascinated to learn the origin of the word as well. It also comes from the Khoi people, you know.
I think that's what fascinates us when we traveling. When we traveling, what we do is that if we go to a specific place, whatever, like we literally Google the place and we learn, like read about the history or what the history of the place, the people, whatever that has to do with that place and anything that's special about the place, and then
And the attraction points as well.
yeah, and maybe let's say the population, you know, if there's anything specific. So yeah, so the two
Never leave.
things that we I guess we could say never live without, but we can
Never leave.
without the two of them. But I think most of the time we do
The one that you do leave is
the drone.
No. The camera.
The
or
cameras.
the
we do leave.
mirrorless or the DSLR. Those the ones that you leave a lot.
Yeah, but these two lovely things, and funny enough, they're the same brand, right? So if you're a person who is into gadgets like I am, I like my kind of gadgets. It's not there's different kind of gadgets, but I like camera gadgets. So okay, so this is the drone. So when we first got it, that's the homie on bitches. So the first we only got the drone, which so you can use the phone as your monitor and also to use it to move the camera to fly it with. So this is the drone. It's a DJI Spark. It's a Spark. It's very small. This is the tiny wincy. This is the thing that makes the pots happen. All right. And trust me, this thing can compete. I believe it can compete with other drones. Obviously, the other ones give 4K, you know, but this it does very well, and it came with one battery, which we still, and it flies 15 minutes. It gives you 15 minutes flight time, obviously, and then and then it came with I think one extra pair of propeller. These things. It fly. Toro always wants to fly it. He thinks it's a toy, but even though he knows it's a camera, but he always wants to fly it. And then, but most kids, whenever they see this, they want to fly it. So this is the DJI Spark. This is the beginner's one, which it's a bit heavy, but now they have something even smaller than this, but very, very good. But like I said, I'll do like an in-depth video of drones. And then later we got the remote, which gives more. It's in terms of signal, it's much better. It flies it much better. And then you have your phone here as your monitor. And then hey guys, we shall talk about these things, right? So that's that. And then the camera that makes the even bigger pods happen. The size, those black pods, I get it like any size. The size, man. What is the largest size? Well, if there's the 3 foot, if there's a size 16, I'll Google it. If it's a size 16, this thing, it does. It can basically feed the world, meaning in terms of footage. Okay, it does amazing stuff. So this is the DJI. We call it DJI because that's how most people pronounce it. But this is DJI. Nah, it's called a pocket. It's
because
an
it fits in your pocket.
Yeah, it's an Osmo Pocket. It literally can fit in your shirt pocket, on your shirt, or in your pants, your pocket. It fits. And this thing, guys, this video that we did, it was shot on this thing, and this is the little case of it. And then this is what it looks like. And then obviously, once you put the phone sits here, and then it becomes your monitor. So this is the screen that you can use, but I prefer to use the phone as a monitor to see, and then you're able to see your grids if you wanna use them to see if everything is in shot. But yeah, and then let's see if the battery is not. So this is what it do. It can track you as you walk. It can do, like, when I say this thing can do amazing stuff. It can give you footage for days. It can literally shoot probably a 15-minute movie. Got this thing.
You actually did a music video.
Yeah, a music video. So understand. So this is not a smaller than a camera. It does this thing. So this is the actual camera here. So Osmo Pocket 2 now, I think it's out, which I'm really, really tempted to get. But
So what are you gonna do with that one if you get the
still
Osmo
keep
Pocket?
it.
Why?
Because why should no? I'm keeping it. If I have two, imagine what I can do.
I think the way you're so passionate about these things, in 2017, our house was broken into and they cleaned you out of your gear. Like, they took everything.
Took the MacBook.
They took everything. I thought you were going to
camera.
give up. But then you just came back and you just started buying.
Yeah.
Like, you're
So-
obsessed with these things, eh?
I love, like I say, I think we all have our different obsessions. Some people obsessed with Louis V, other people are obsessed with other, different brands, or items. I like cameras, you know. I always tell you that. Don't get me flowers.
Camera's phone.
Yeah. Don't get me. I'm not a. Don't get me flowers. Don't get me.
Actually,
You know, the chocolate. They like a basket of chocolate and things like that. No. Get me a
actually,
gadget.
on one of the get to know me's, I don't know if it was to get to know me or get to know you. I mentioned that you're a minimalist, tomboyish, and basically you don't like clothes. But one thing I forgot to mention is that you're I call you a gadgetlina.
Angelina such a.
Like you like gadgets, like
I do.
like you're obsessed, like
Anything that has to do with camera gadgets or filming
cameras,
gadgets. Like, listen, yeah, keep them coming.
like
So
Pocket. I didn't know it until you introduced me to it.
yeah,
Body gimbal, or actually, when people see you shoot, a lot of people learn a lot of these
these
things.
and
Oh,
then
there's
like,
a there's a
that
camera
thing.
like this. Oh, you can do this with a camera. You can do that. So you're I wouldn't say a little bit obsessed. I think you're too obsessed with these things,
I mean, it's okay, you
which
know.
is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's an expensive obsession.
Hey, and it's expensive.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's expensive, but anyway, thank you, really. You know. So that's that. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And also, if there's anything you want to ask about the cameras, the two that I've just mentioned, please let me know. And if any specific questions, so and so forth. And yeah, and anything, I keep saying anything, but if there's anything you want to know about the cameras that I've just mentioned and above that and other things as well, please let me know. And sure, and I guess Toro wants to say bye, and please do subscribe.
Bye.
Yeah, please do subscribe and share and like, and yeah, sure. Thank you. Toodles. What do you want to say?